Today I just wanted to go through like a really nice daytime look. I call it my honey eye, which I don't know if that sounds nice or not. I'm not really sure, but that's what it reminds me of. It's that sort of like warmer tones, really like a lovely like natural sort of daytime. You could even transfer it into the nighttime by changing up the lip a little bit. So I just thought I'd go through that with you today. And I'm going to be using lots of different palettes. So I have my Sleek, which I use a lot because I think their pigments are really good in their eyeshadow. So there's this palette, which is their Au Naturel, and my Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions. That's a really good palette to have. You can also change it up if you have got this palette because it has got the metallics in. You can see I use it's a little messy. But yeah, you can change it up a lot with these. Because you can just add the metallics in if you wanted to like jazz it up for the evening. It's a really good palette to have actually, because again, really well pigmented. All of her makeup range is fantastic. Anyway, I'm actually gonna do my concealer first. I just invested in, I say invested, it's a high street brand, it's not expensive. It is I'm sure this is Maybelline, but I can't see anything that says Maybelline on it. Maybe in the fine print. Maybelline, it is Maybelline. Instant Anti-Age Erase, and I wasn't sure of this when I first got it. I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure if I like this, because what I have been using is if I could find it, I mean, my makeup, I need to sort this out because it is a mess. This one, which is the L'Oreal Paris True Match, that one, got the brush applicator, which is really good. I really do love this one. This one's like the Laura Mercier one. So I thought I'd try it out, give it a little twist. With my foundation, not my foundation, not foundation. With my concealer, I put it on first. I might have said this in another video, I don't know. I might be just like regurgitating some info. I put it on first and leave it for a bit because I find that actually helps it to set a bit better and stay on. But yeah, so just do this. I've got like some real redness around here where I think I probably picked a spot like in the summer and then it's now like scarred. So unlike me. Anyway, do above the lip because always good to brighten that area. I've got a little thing here where there's like a spot, so I usually try and like match it on both sides, which, you know, it's just me. And then under the eyebrow bone. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. And actually, sometimes what I do is I just use this and don't end up putting a foundation on because I covered all my problem areas, and then my cheeks, I don't really mind. I'm just gonna put like bronzer on those anyway. But yeah, as you can see, it makes a big difference. I actually just bought light. I think I probably should have got like ivory to match my skin more, but I wanted to brighten these areas. So I knew I was gonna be using this more as a highlighter, like as well as concealer, so I kind of doubled up and just got a light one. So it's already like brightened it up a lot. I let that sink in. I normally do my mascara now, but I actually did do my mascara earlier today because I've already gone out this morning for a little wander, so wanted to make myself look a little bit less dead, so I did put mascara on already, which I don't normally do until after I've finished doing eyeshadow and stuff, because when it falls onto it, you kind of want to put the mascara on afterwards, but we're living recklessly these days. Okay, so I've let that be on for a little while. I might just blend that out now. Use my foundation brush from Spectrum. And I'm just gonna blend out the sides. Pat over it a little bit, just that it's not like, gonna like wander away from me at any given moment. But I mostly just blend out the edges. And I really just like, once I've done this, I really don't feel the need to put foundation on because I've literally done like my key areas. I guess my nose is a little bit red and blotchy and stuff, and I'll go down that later. I just wanted to do the eye area first. Right, let's go on to the next one. I don't really have like a set routine with the way I apply stuff. Like, I feel like I change it every time I do it. So I think if you've been taught by like one person, or certainly like if you've gone to Mac, you work for Mac and you learn Mac's way of doing stuff, whereas like I had college and then you kind of just like learn as you go along, and I've always been in salons. I've never like worked for a makeup brand, so I've never learned someone's way to do it, so I always change it up every time I do it and try something new. But I'm going to use my favourite cream first, which is from the Au Naturel the sleek one, and it's this one that's up in the corner here. They don't have names on them. I kind of wish they had individual names so I could be like, this is the cream you want, but it's the whole palette. I'm sure like there's other brands that do this, but it's just a really lovely, I don't know if I can show you, cream in there. It's got a bit of warmth to it, which is what we want for this look. So I do that first, and this is just like my base. One thing I do tend to do, unless I forget and get ahead of myself, is do each layer is you do that eye, then you do that eye, that. You don't do like this whole eye and then move on to this one, because you kind of want to remember like what you've done in each section. That is one thing I've kind of kept since college. Every now and again I catch myself like getting carried away and doing the full look, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot like which beige I used there and which brown and gold and blah, blah, blah. But it's a good rule to keep, just to, you know, do each layer on each eye as you go. Just gonna bring it down there a little bit just to lighten that area up a bit. Right, so I've got a little angled brush here, and I'm gonna go in the crease. This is a really simple, like it's so simple. So the next one I use is from the Huda Beauty Smoky Eye. Oh no, Smoky Obsessions even, get it right. It's that one at the top. It's a really lovely, like, just a really lovely brown. But yeah. I'm gonna add a little bit of the metallic in, just a tiny bit in this little crease, just to make it pop a little. We're still doing daytime. We're still doing daytime, okay? Unless I change my mind as I go along. That's that bit. We're gonna grab our lighter color again and just clean it up. That's that little bit there done, and I think I just want to bring something into this little corner here. So it's just deciding like what vibe to go for. I'm gonna bring, I think, one of these colors down, either this one or that one. We're gonna try both out, see how they go. Let's try this beigey mixed with this, with the warmth. So I just kind of want to soften that, the like oranginess of this. So I'm going to use this like browner shimmer in this section and see if it mutes it a bit, because I don't want it to be like a really yellowy orange. So that's kind of muted it a bit. So that's kind of what I want to do. Like that's like my daytime like eye stuff. I'm just going to add some like blush and some bronze. Bronzer, I do use Rimmel Sun Bronze. I do really like it. I feel like I've just used this since I was like started using makeup as my like daily one. It's just a good like affordable brand. Let's put a bit of concealer down the nose because I'm looking red. Don't know why. Let that set for a minute, and then I'll do my blusher. Like contemplating, like, do I want to blush? Don't I want to blush? Right. Blusher brush, angled brush. So this down here. Again, it's just a really nice like Really simple makeup daytime look. So you can kind of see why I call it my honey eye, because it is like a really nice sort of like brownie, that golden brown. I did mute the gold a little bit because I found it was a little bit too goldeny for where my skin is now, whereas in the summer those colours worked really well, but my tan is fading very fast, too fast some might say. And I would do my lip. I've got these two which I think would go really well with the look. And you've got, they're both the Matte Me from Sleek range. I got this ages ago, really love it, really nice neutral, and then you've got this lovely burnt orange, which is really lovely for like an autumnal, going into Christmassy sort of season, you know. So you could do both. I'm thinking a nude lip, but we'll do both. Let's try both. It's called Birthday Suit. Oh no, this one's called Feels. I think they do one called Birthday Suit that's maybe a bit more pinky. That's really lovely, really nice nude. So you can even go for this, or you can go for this burnt orangey one, which is called Hellacious Buttes. It's really lovely. It has a really lovely matte effect to it. It's I use a lot of the time, I use the Maybelline 24 Superstay. This comes off a lot easier and doesn't have the same feel that does, because for some people that really irritates them when it has that like I don't know, it has like, you can feel like it's staying with the Superstay, whereas this has like a lot more movement in it. You will have to reapply this one. This one doesn't stay on like the others, but it does stay pretty well. Especially if you go for the nude, because where it might wear, like, you don't notice so much, but it still looks like it's got that coverage. But yeah, so this is a really lovely like autumn-y colour. Now it's time to like blend that out. I think that's had plenty of time to just set on my nose there. And next I want to use my Urban Decay setting spray. Got this recently, just saw the reviews online and thought, it sounds good. I used to use primers before, which is fine, but I personally prefer this setting spray. So yeah, make sure that you use this on top of your makeup, not underneath, because it's not really going to do anything underneath your makeup. It's got to set it on top. That's the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, really good. And I'm just going to finish off with some mascara. Let's use, I'm going to go waterproof black, because it looks like it could rain any minute and I don't want this running down my face. Now this mascara isn't going on like how I would normally put it on, because I did already put some on this morning, so I am layering a bit, so you know when it gets a bit like claggy. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it feels like it should be. If your mascara does do that, I don't like what that bit's done there where it's like splayed it. So what you can do is get some tweezers and then just like separate it out. Let's see if I got like a tiny mirror that I can use. Let's use the one in this one. Thank God it comes with a mirror. See, I've just rested on my lip and that's not come off, so it's pretty good. So good for the mask. And then I think I'm just going to brighten up that inner corner again. Just wanna, because I can see some like little like marks where my wrinkles are. Let's just go up there and just spread it out. And then there we go. And that is a really easy daytime look. I call it my honey eye. I really loved it. Did it a lot in summer, so like I've changed the colour slightly whilst filming this one, because I realised that it was quite like a lot more yellowy pigmented on my currently paler skin, so it was a bit too much. So I've muted it a bit with some like browner eyeshadows in there. So, but this is like basically it. It's really quick to do, really easy. You just basically go in that crease of the dot with like this honey sort of colour with your cream, and then mascara, done. And it just adds a little bit of something different. If you want, you can like add lashes to it. You can do whatever you want. You can try different lipstick. Like, I just think this is a really nice daytime look, but a bit jazzed up. Yeah, so Now just to put on a bit of jewellery and then I'm done. So I've teamed up with Posh Totty to do a wonderful giveaway for a pair of these. Check out the comments section and see how you can win a pair of these gorgeous earrings to complement your honey eye.